Hi guys, welcome to Nine Links. This is your host Alex. Today I'm going to talk to you about the clay soil. You know, the amount of nutrient, the amount of the what should I say, supplement, food they provide to the plants. So far from what I'm seeing is that maybe my house is new and the ground just not as you know quote nutritious over time. There's not much of stuff decayed in there. But anyway, the thing is that I figured out like this one right here. I it's what I say a small experiment that I did. I bought some dahlia bulbs from the Walmart and decided to plant around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each side on my patio. Now, they're not fragrant, but they look really pretty, and decided to do it, to give the patio more of good look down the road. However, I noticed that these guys, they're not doing really well right now. Even though they germinate and they put out shoots. Let me show you. You see there are insect bites, and then I cut quite a few leaves already off. They got fungus infections. I don't know if you know that dahlia, rose, peonies, they're all these kind of plant. They are very susceptible to fungus infection from the leaves. So when you water them, you want to stay away from them directly on the leaves. It's not like my night blooming jasmine over there. You can just pour the water on it. It never root rots or afraid of water in any way. Some plant, like white champaga and the jasmine of May New Orleans, all the plants over there. Most most of my collections, when you water them directly on the leaves, they should be fine. But most of the time, I recommend not to, unless you're doing a foliar feeding. But back to the subject. This one I planted here. I dug a hole, twice the size as the bulb, and at the same time plant some slow release fertilizer on the side. These two didn't. One right here and one right over there did not make it because of when it rains, the water kind of collects right there a little bit, and they probably got rotted. But these three and three more over there, they all made it. But so far, their growth has been really stunned. I think it has to do with the potting mix. They're like this one, if you can see, they're getting like see that fungus infection on the leaves. And some of them, this one didn't even grow all the way out. Let me see if I can zoom in all the way out. And they are not dry because of it rains, and also I water it on the side, when it dries up. So, and by comparing these on in ground to the one I pot in the container, this one, it's like I potted there about a week or 2 weeks ago. So not even those guys been down there for about, I would say, at least a month or two now. This one, look at how well it grows. But these is, got chewed by those cucumber beetles. But you see how well it grows and how the leaves come out and how the stalk coming up. And this is not even a good potting mix. This is just one of those cheap topsoil for, I was afraid that it might not make it out because of these cheap topsoil. When they dry up, they tend to get really hard. But imagine if I were to give it a Miracle-Gro, one of those premium potting mix, then this thing will grow like crazy. So by comparing the two, you see this one's grow a lot healthier and, a lot bigger in terms of the size. Just one of this size equals to 3 or 4 of those guys over there. So I come to conclusion is that the clay soil in Texas, maybe just my area, doesn't provide that much of nutrient to the plants, and also they kind of restrict the plant roots. So plants are having a very hard time finding the roots and the bottom of the area you dug. But anyway, now look at the night blooming jasmine on the other hand. It's doing very well, and you have to know that night blooming jasmine's roots, they are very aggressive. At the same time, I don't know if you guys remember a couple of videos back when I dug the hole for this one, I put a lot of organic fertilizer down, not fertilizer, organic material like apples, oranges, that kind of, you know, that kind of gone bad. I put it down there. What is this? No. Oh wow! Do you guys see this? It's a. I trimmed the lawn yesterday, and this piece of grass just shoot up, stuck on the leaf. But anyway, so this one has a lot of. Also, I put a lot of slow release fertilizer down there. I know that night blooming jasmine requires a lot of nutrients to give it fast growth, and at the same time, so this area, I don't know how long it will last for night blooming jasmine here, and I hope its roots are aggressive enough that can penetrate the surrounding clays and suffice on its own. And but so far, like this one for example, this is a leek, a giant leek. I did not. I bought one for the from the grocery store for cooking, and then when my wife chopped it off the top, I kept the top, and I just I was like, you know what, just gonna have some fun in the back there. I just poke a hole on the ground. It was like after rain too, and it's really easy to poke a hole on the clay soil. Poke a hole, plant it in there. It's been growing like this, and you can see that I did not provide any slow release fertilizer or any fertilizer at all. I just water it. Now you can see that leek is mainly a leafy vegetable, or so it depends on the nitrogen for most of its growth. And we can see right away it's not growing any bigger like that. The color is very pale. That means it's not getting nutrient from the ground. So the ground is not providing any nutrient at all. I mean, if you plant a new plant, it should grow pretty well, and then maybe towards the second season, it might need some nutrient boost because the ground initially provides a nutrient to the plant. But so far, what I'm seeing from this guy, I mean, you can tell the like foliar to the leaf are very weak and very thin, and it's already cracking up here, and you can see already tips already browning. So I can conclude at this moment that my back, well, not my back, but this area's clay soil is very, very bad for the plant. So we have to supplement a lot of nutrients down the road. So that means for all my other plants that I planted, even in the front, I do see quite a few peonies kind of stunned, not growing bad, but not growing too well as well. So gonna probably do a little supplement fertilizer down the road. But anyway, that's it for today. For the sweet olive, I won't worry about it. These guys are newly planted, and they have slow release fertilizer in there, and with some potting mix that has pre-built and fertilizer as well. So probably first year or two, I would think they'll be doing well, and then down the road probably not. For these guys, Dahlia, I'm just gonna leave it out here. If they do well, they do well. If not, later down the road, just cut it off. A few problems with Dahlia. If you want to, I'm not saying you shouldn't plant one, but just in case if you do plant one, just keep in mind they are very, very susceptible to fungus infection on the leaves if you water them directly. Even if you don't water them directly, if it rains, and also they very prone to bugs. Bugs love to chew on them, especially like cucumber beetle. You can see that one right there. And also, when they grow bigger, they tend to develop what they call the rust disease. Rust disease is very hard to take care of. It's very annoying. I remember a couple years back in Kansas, I did plant some. What's the name of that plant? It's very big leaves. It's supposed to grow a lot of beautiful fake holly or some kind of holly. But anyway, it's supposed to grow really big and with really nice looking flowers. But didn't make it because of rust disease. It's just appearing everywhere. It's like small dots. It looks really, I don't know, didn't look too good. But anyway, that's it for today. Just want to give you an update on the clay soil in Texas, okay? Take care, guys.